Going. All right, there we go. All right, so I have a couple things I just want to share with you guys. You guys are doing awesome, turning your work in. I appreciate that. Today I released chapter 6 of Indian in the Cupboard. That was a good one. You got to finish that, and then you have till Friday to get your packet done and turned back in. Okay, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are kind of a day that I don't do an assignment that you turn in, but I show you how to do your IXL, okay? And it gives you extra time also to do your packets, okay? I have Wyatt signed into this, my Wyatt, because I put him as a student in my classroom. And I just want to walk you guys through again how to get your Google Slides, how to type on them and turn them in, okay? Okay, so this is new for me as a student, so you might have to jump in and help me out. Okay, so I'm going to share screen, I think. Can you? Okay, screen, no. Let's see, in Zoom.
You're going from your iPad, Mrs. Wildman?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it as Wyatt's.
Okay, AirPlay or with the cord? There you go.
Can you see it?
Now you're there, yep.
Okay. And you can see his screen.
Yep, there it is.
Wake's Bunny on there. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Google Classroom. This is like all that you guys see. Now look down there. Well, I don't know if you can see, but there's a classwork down at the bottom. It's not showing up on the screen, but I hit classwork at the bottom. Okay. Up at the top here are Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do you notice how the gray icon is a little bit different there? It's a material I'm sharing. I'm just sharing with you PDF files and pictures so you know what to do. I give you the daily schedule every day. Then you have the Fun Friday. We've had 2 Fun Fridays. Already got planned for this Friday. You guys are gonna love it. And then the Indian in the Cupboard. Okay, these are what you turn in. Now let me go to the chapter 4 and 5 one. This one is due today. So you can see Mrs. Wildman here. I shared all those things with you. The 2 chapters I read to you, the PDF, how to get and return your work. But then down here at the bottom, it says your work. I have to touch on that. See right there? Look at that. You don't even have to put your name on it. It puts your name on it. It's got Wyatt Wildman. I touch on it. And I can't do anything in the Google slide here. I have to send it to Google Slides. So look at the top right corner, the box and arrow. Boom. And look, now I can write on it. Look at this bad child. He has not done any work. Shame on him. It was exciting. I know. We're going to get him here. But what I do here is Wyatt just kind of double taps and he goes right in here and he can start typing, complete sentences. Okay, so let me just go, hello. Of course, I would expect more than that, but so then I put my keyboard down. The part that's a little tricky, 1 and 2 multiple choice down there, you can't really, there's no drawing tool. So what a lot of kids have just been doing is you go up to the plus button up at the top. You can add a line. I just do a basic line. And then you can turn it and you can underline, and we all know it was his father, the one that's the correct answer. Do you see that? And then down here, you would take away for true or false the one that's the wrong answer. If the answer is true, you want to leave a T or spell it out, T-R-U-E. Okay? So I'm just going to go out to here. Now let's say Wyatt finished all of his work. He's read all the chapters, filled in both sides. on the drawing part of those Google Slides, it's okay if you can't figure that out. A lot of kids have been doing some really cool drawings and putting them in there. You can import it as an image. Now, here's the main part here, guys. When you come back.
Yeah, really, really watch. I see some people are on the chat kind of talking a little bit, Mrs. Wildman, and I really want them to focus because I know this is true for my end of the day too. They're missing this big step, I'm sure.
Yes. And the reason why this is so important, let me just admit Sterling there. The reason why this is so important is Mrs. Spate and I, we don't know if you've done your work because you haven't turned it in. Imagine that you're at home and you do your math sheet, but if you don't bring it home or bring it to school and put it in Mrs. Spate's bin, she's not going to know you did it. And same with me. If you don't come back here and turn it in, I can't give you credit. And you guys have been doing a fantastic job on your work, and I want to give you credit. So I come back to Google Classroom. I'm not done. I got to turn it in, right? Go back down to classwork at the bottom, and I want to turn in. Let's see, what was that? Was I in chapter 4 and 5? Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. And then right here, look at turn in. I'm going to hit it. Turn in your work. One attachment. Yes. Now, I'm going to stop 1 second. See that plus add an attachment? Some people like to do drawings and add it there as a PDF. You can do that, don't have to. But if you needed to add more, really all you got to turn in is that Google slide. Watch this. Here we go. Boom. Turn in. And it's submitted to me. I got your work. Okay. I grade it. I give you guys comments on it. And then I return it to you so you can see what I've said. Okay.
And Mrs. Wildman, can I say something about the returning it?
Yes.
Because that causes some confusion. So guys, if Mrs. Wildman grades it, or if I grade your assignment and return it, you don't have to keep turning it back in. I have a few kids that do that. They get nervous. So like if someone got a perfect score on their IXL and they got 100 out of 100, I return it to you so you can see your score. Once it's got a number in there, you're perfect, you're good to go. You don't have to keep turning it back in. I give it back to you so you can see your score and you've got credit for it. Some people have been turning in, at least for me, Mrs. Wildman,
yes,
no work. They're just hitting the turn in, but they're not putting their, we have to do a picture for Splash Math, right guys? So we have to do a screenshot. And some people are just hitting turn in and not really turning in their Splash Math picture. So then I return it to you, but I put a note in there saying, and I think Tyven and I, we did this the other day. I think you accidentally forgot. I said, hey, Tyven, don't forget to share your picture. Well, I keep having kids just continually hitting turn in without their picture. So please read those comments. Like Mrs. Wildman makes comments to you. I make comments to you. Read those. They go directly to your iPad. I was talking with a few kids and they say, yeah, we see them all the time. We can read them easily. So make sure you're checking out those comments. I know I have shared back how to save that picture. And Mrs. Wildman has shared a ton of times how to hit turn in so she can get your work. So please read that stuff. If you get your work returned and it has a score, you're good to go. But if you get your work returned and there's no score and there's a note, read the note, please. Thank you. Sorry, Mrs. Wildman.
No, that's good. That's exactly what I was thinking too. So that turn-in is so important. We're talking to a lot of your families. We're talking with moms, dads, grandpas, and they're saying, hey, I'm sitting with them. They're doing the work. And I said, yeah, but they really just got to turn that in. So we appreciate that. Now, I just wanted, do you think I should ask if there's a question about that, Mrs. Spate, or should we wait?
No, that's fine. That sounds good.
Could you raise your hand if it's only a question about how we turn in or write in Google Slides, please?
I'm looking too, Mrs.
Okay, I see Ryan Mickey here.
It's not a question, but yesterday I did get my assignment turned in for the and a note. I just figured out how to turn it into the
Woo!
Okay, that's great. Now, one of them I turned back because there was nothing in there though, Mickey. You got to write in it.
Ryan Mickey, man, you are top of the list, honey. When you hit turn in and there's nothing there, I send it back to you with the message. Mr. Coates laughs every day. Hey, Ryan Mickey isn't reading your messages, Mrs. Spate, because he doesn't turn in the work. So please, 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 buddy, I love you. Turn in that work. Mrs. Wildman just showed you.
Yep, and I went through it last Friday, remember? I was making bagels, and you were and I walked you through it, how to do that. Now,
and Ryan M., every time you do that, I put my video on how to add the picture on my comment back to you. I have a video of what Mrs. Wildman showed you, and it walks you through step by step. In case you forget, I send it every time. You probably have 20 copies of that video on your Google Classroom. So feel free to hit that play on that video, and it will walk you through if you forgot what Mrs. Wildman did. Okay, bud?
Okay.
Okay, you can do it. It's not that hard. I'm telling you what, Kaylee's got it down. I got Taylor doing it every time. Oliver's got it down. Gracie's a professional. Nevaeh's got it. So many kids figured it out, buddy. So you can do it. Okay? Man.
Thank you, Mrs. Spate. I would also like to say, after we've just gone through this tutorial, if you have work done, you cannot remember if you turned it, I want you to go back to past work right there on the classwork page and make sure you turned everything in that you know you wrote on, because I think there's some of you out there for me, like chapters 1, 2, and 3, you just never hit turned in. So just if you have time today after this, I would greatly appreciate it, because I want to give you that credit. And your parents get an email once a week from us, and they would love to see how you guys are working so hard, okay? All right. All right, Mrs. Spate, did you have something, anything else there?
I did too. Just a couple, I know Ryan Mickey, you just got kind of the once over on how to upload, but there's quite a few other people, guys, that I'm sending those messages back. So Logan, watch those videos, buddy. Let's see who else is here. Cyrus, watch those videos. Caleb, watch those videos on how to upload that post, because I'm sending them to you guys too. I don't think Christian, Isaiah, Tara, or Caden are on here, but a couple other kids struggling with that. So I promise every time you send it in incorrectly, I send you a video on how to do it the right way, and that way I have your work. So please, please, please it's like a 2-minute video. It walks you through step by step. This week, today, if you probably haven't had a chance to look at your math yet, but today there's a challenge, and it's an IXL, and it gets really tough once you hit that 80 to 100 SMART score. So today, please, 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 you remember, and Tyven, you're great at this, when you hit 80, you tap out, you say, I'm good, and that's perfectly fine. But if you like a challenge, and I know some of you do, that Taylor loves a good challenge, she'll take it on, try the 80 to 100 SMART score questions, but watch the challenge video first, because it gets really hard. And I made a whole separate video for that challenge. So some of your parents have said, hey, this is getting too easy for my students, and they need a little challenge. Today is a challenge. You're going to be adding and subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping. So think about regrouping or borrowing and subtraction. Now you have to do it with a mixed number, and it gets pretty darn hard. But don't worry, that video I gave you guys will walk you through it. So if Anna gets to IXL today and she gets to an 80 and she feels that's good, I'm fine with that. If Oliver gets to it and says, I'm doing it, I'm going for 100, that's challenge. So watch that video, give it a whirl. It's tough stuff. Also, I wanted to mention to you guys, small group Zooms. I've been doing some small group Zooms once a week. I'm inviting people on Google Classroom. So please read through those messages. You know, if your teacher sends you a message, please read it. And I'm inviting you in to get a little bit of extra help on some fractions. I'm also sending it to your parents' email so they know as well. So it's been really great for a lot of kids. They've really liked it. They said, wow, that's really helped me out a ton. Please, if you get invited, join us. It takes 20 minutes of your time, and it will really help you with your fractions. Cool. All right, Mrs. Wildman, I want to just give a few shout outs to kids who are right on it. If you don't mind, they've been doing a great job every week.
Excellent.
Connor has been amazing, getting on every day, getting his work done. I wanted to shout out to Connor. Oliver, you are the man. You got it all down, buddy. He's been working hard every day. Carson, Cece, Theo, Jameis, getting their work done for me, getting it in. A great job, guys. I've noticed Izzy, Gracie. Got to give a huge shout out to Sadie. If you haven't watched her post, she's been doing every science experiment on her own, and it's really cool. She's been making iMovies for them. She's doing an outstanding job. Emma, great job. And then Miss Taylor taking on some of those challenges, which is super cool. Now there's tons of other ones, but this week I'm just giving a shout out to those 10 kids I'm noticing just doing an amazing job. But a lot of you have just been working super hard, and we're so proud of you guys.
Yes, very nice. That's great. I love to hear that shout out. Last week I had a handful of kids that finished all of their IXL. That was really nice, Mrs. Spate. And I asked them to show a message I sent to them in Google Classroom to their parents. And I asked their parents to help me out. And I asked them to help me out by, your child did an amazing job, got their work done. Would you please offer one of these rewards to them? And one of them would be a get out of a chore ticket. Movie night, you get to pick the movie that night. Snack, you get to have a snack of your choice. Another one maybe is game night. You get to pick the game. And Haley shared with me, I was very proud, she was able to get a free dessert after dinner, and she chose, she really liked Shirley Temple's. She had a Shirley Temple and got to pick the movie that night. And that was for her getting all of her IXL done. So we were very proud of her. We thank her mom for helping us, because we're not there to give you those nice smelly stickers.
Nice work, Haley.
Yes, very cool. So you guys keep it up. IXL, Read Theory, I go on my computer, I can see exactly what you're doing. Mrs. Bay can see that too. We have a great chart to show us what questions you're really doing well on, and seeing how much time you've spent on it. So good job with that. Keep that up. We see all of that stuff.
Is it okay if I say something?
Oh, Miss King.
Miss King, hello.
Hi, I miss everyone. I've been enjoying just hearing all the wonderful stuff that is happening. I'm so proud of all of you. To see your beautiful faces makes me so happy. Even the ones that still look pretty sleepy, I'm really proud that you're here and trying your best. Well, how about if we do a wave?
That sounds good. Give Miss King a little woo.
I miss you all so much. Okay, so keep up the good work. I've heard just all the cool things that are happening in your classes, and I cannot wait. I'm going to actually call Mrs. Hickman when I get off the phone, and I'm going to tell Mrs. Hickman, and you never know when she's going to join one of these, because she misses all of you too. So good job, everyone. All right.
Thanks, Miss King. Thanks for coming to our Zoom. We appreciate seeing you as well.
Thanks for having me. Love you all. Go Ramblers.
And I want to do a shout out, Mrs. Wildman, before we open it up to questions and sharing time. If I was just looking at Drew and I thought of this, RSN is doing a watch party tonight. If you follow RSN at all, they're the ones that record all the Rambler games, the football games, basketball games, volleyball games, all that cool stuff. And on Facebook, if your parents are on Facebook, you can ask them if you can check this out. RSN is doing a Wednesday watch party, and tonight is their famous finishes. So like great basketball games where they went down to the wire, or football games, or great volleyball matches. They're doing the best finishes in Rambler history, all the way back to that state quarterfinal run with Corey Redmond a few years ago. So if you're a Rambler fan, you're going to want to check it out. I watched last week. It was great to see. It's fun watching sporting events if you're a sports person, but it's great to see those high school players when you can't see them live, you can at least watch their old events. So super fun.
Yeah, I think you can get it on YouTube too. You can watch it on
Okay.
YouTube, I think.
Thanks, Drew. I've only seen it on Facebook Live, but it's going to be a cool one tonight. They're going to do that Traverse City St. Francis football game from maybe 2-3 years ago. It's going to be a good one. So it's worth checking out for sure. All right, Mrs. Wildman, let's open it up. What do you think?
I think it's good. I think we can start sharing. Don't forget to go to Seesaw. If you have something to share, pictures or videos, I've been seeing some good stuff on there. Share your stuff on Seesaw. We have been approving it. Kids have been adding comments. That's the stuff where we want to share the good stuff of our fun stuff. We'll leave Google Classroom to the academic stuff. And then our fun free time stuff we're going to share on Seesaw. So keep it coming in. Lots of great stuff there. Okay.
Mrs. Richards or Mr. Mills, did you, or Mr. McShane, anybody want to give a shout out before we get the kids going? Sorry, I forgot to open that up. Are we good, teachers?
I'm all set.
You're all
Thank
set?
you.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent Oliver a something to look at. So I just want to make sure that he got it. Ollie, if you can hear me, bud, give me a thumbs up if you saw it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. We're all set then.
Guys, how's everyone doing? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are doing well. Hey, I have a question. Kylie, did I see you on Monday out in your front yard doing some exercising? I did. I thought I saw you. I was driving by on my bike and I was ripping by and I didn't want to like look too hard and distract myself, but I thought I saw you. Did you have your iPad out with you? Was that you? Oh, that wasn't you? Okay. I thought it was someone that looked like you. There was a student out with an iPad and they were doing my what would you rather activity, I think. It's pretty cool.
I looked at that activity, Mr. McShane. Nice work. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, I actually have Drew Bryant. You might like an activity that I'm going to be posting for next week. It's called Rack Up the Miles. And basically what it is you and your family go out in the woods and try to find antler sheds from the deer family that shed their antlers. And there's a cool little instructions about how to do that. One of my good friends, he was walking in the Pigeon River Forest up by Vanderbilt, and he found a 6x6 antler shed. So that was a pretty cool science, cross-curricular, physical education activity.
And maybe some mushrooms along the way, right, Mr. McShane?
Yeah, with all this rain, you might be that was going to be 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry.
2 weeks ahead activity, little science active cross-curricular deal there. But
Nice.
hope everyone's doing well, and don't be, obviously you guys are staying pretty busy with your schoolwork. Don't be afraid to take a break here and there and burn off some energy. So keep looking forward to our brain break activities, and it's awesome seeing everyone.
Thanks, Mr. McShane.
Yes, very cool. All right, so I got some hands up, Mrs. Spade. I'll start calling on those.
All right.
Okay, let's go with Kaylee. I'm gonna, let's see here. Hold on here. Kaylee. Oh, hold on. Close. Where's Kaylee? Lower hand and it moves. All right, Kaylee, can you unmute yourself real fast?
Okay.
All right, there you go, kiddo. What do you got to say or question, honey?
On Friday, my sister's coming up with her kids, so I get to see them on Friday.
Oh, that's special. Very cool. Is that one new baby?
I was going to say, it's probably getting the new one.
Nice. Well, make sure to take a picture and share it on Seesaw so we can all see it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's go down to Nevaeh.
Yesterday was my neighbor's birthday.
Nice.
They had the fire trucks go by.
Aw,
That's fun.
how old?
fun.
Do you know how old, Nevaeh?
14.
Very cool. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go to Carolyn. Carolyn?
Yesterday I went hiking at Avalanche Mountain,
Very cool.
and 2 days ago I saw a deer right outside, and I never see one lay down right in our woods.
You did a nice job on your Earth Day bingo finding that stuff outside.
Nice, Carolyn.
Thank you for sharing. All right, Mr. Slug Carson, it says.
Carson.
Mr. Slug Carson.
Me and my mom went bike riding downtown on Sunday, and last night we saw a raccoon up in a tree. We usually don't see them, but we know we have them around our neighborhood because they come attack our garbage cans all the time.
Oh man, true story. Ready for this, Carson? Mr. Little, the superintendent, had to borrow our live trap to get his raccoon that kept getting into his trash. So we had to trap it and remove it from his house because he said every night it was getting right into his garbage and making a huge mess. So I think they're out and about this time of year.
All right, let's go to Charity.
We're building a chicken coop for our chickens.
Awesome, kiddo. Name, I think you shared last time, but name one of those chickens again. You had some good
Curly.
ones. Yeah. Very cool.
Very cool. All right, we got Lucas.
We're starting to work on our sailboat, so when we can launch it, we're getting ready. My dad's been sanding. My dad sanded the whole bottom of it because you have to do that, and then you have to wax it, and then you have to paint it. And then we put our basketball hoop by our trampoline, and that was pretty fun.
Nice, Lucas.
All right, let's go Waz. Waz?
Yes, 2 days ago, me and my dad went we went to the water tower. There was two. We saw leaks, and we saw where deer sharpen their antlers. And we went on a tree that fell down, and we pushed down some trees. My dad almost got hit by one.
Wow, glad he didn't get hit though.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for sharing. Let's go with Oliver.
This week I went fishing, and Monday, Saturday, and Sunday, I planted some little trees I picked out my mom's garden because all the seeds fell in there, and they sprouted to like an inch. And then I went out back and planted them, and then I caught some big what's it called but I caught a I don't know what they're called today. But I caught a little tiny fish, and then I caught a big huge fish, and then my dad's phone died by then. So
Couldn't get a picture? No. I've seen quite a few people out fishing. I think it's a good time of the year to get out there. Sadie had a ton of fish on her last post she put out there. So
Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Sterling. Yeah, buddy.
On Thursday, my cousin's coming up, and I'm gonna order a Pro BMX bike on Friday that's gold, or not real gold, but it's like the frame's gold.
Awesome. Get out there and hit the trails at Avalanche or something with that, right? Those trails are amazing. We were out earlier this week. If you get a chance to go ride that, that'd be great. Thanks, Sterling.
All right, let's Taylor.
Last night me and my Uncle Chris and my Aunt Debbie and I were playing Uno, and every time now we play Uno, we make a list, whoever makes a 5 or 3 or 4 wins to pick out a Disney Plus movie, and the other people have to watch it, and yes, and for my score, I have 4, and Debbie has 4, and my Uncle Chris is 2. So we're making it to 5. So either if I win or my Aunt Debbie won, and she gets to pick out the Disney Plus movie. Which last time she won, and she picked up Big Knobs and Broomsticks, and last time the first time when we did the challenge, my Uncle Chris won, and he wanted to watch The Sound of Music. And then I won last time, and I watched Big Hero 6.
Nice. Those are all good choices too. I thought maybe you'd do Spirit.
Spirit's DreamWorks, actually. I don't know.
Okay.
I do like Spirit. Actually, I have the movie at my mom's.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Good luck. I hope you win.
Mhm.
All right. We have Tyven.
All right. So outside of my house, every time it rains, a massive puddle forms in our front yard.
Oh,
Do
man.
you see it? And our bagged leaves are in the puddle now, so that kind of sucks.
It stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks like you're still going to get some more rain today, buddy. How about Theo?
Me and my dad are building a clubhouse in the top of our barn. Since my dad used to own a store. It's where the store Peninsula is in Blaine City before Eagle's Nest. What? The store. No, before the Eagle's Nest. And then he had climbing walls in it, so we're putting those up in our barn and the top of it.
Yeah, show some pictures, Theo, on Seesaw. That would be awesome to see.
Yeah.
Like a good project, buddy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for sharing. Let's go with, is that Ryan Mickey?
Mickey.
Did Taylor say she watched Parasite or Parasites?
Who? Mickey, we're having a tough time. Oh, okay, we dropped
Taylor.
Taylor, are you there?
Did she say she watched Parasite or Parasites?
Go ahead, Taylor. I unmuted you, honey.
Okay. So
What
What?
movie did you watch?
no, I watched Big Hero 6, and my Uncle Chris watched Sound of Music, and my Aunt Debbie watched Bug Knobs and Broomsticks.
Okay.
Okay, is there any more, anyone would like to share anything else?
Abel, is that a sharing hand or a stretching hand there, buddy? I can't
I
tell.
had one.
Stretching. Okay, cool.
I had something to say.
Okay. Oh, I thought you asked. Hold on, we got, hold on, Mickey, because we got someone else. Natalie Matson here would like to share.
Okay.
Okay.
I cut my hair off, and my Grandpa cut my hair.
It looks nice. I like it. How's it feel?
Hmm?
How does it feel?
Lighter. Lighter and
Nice. Looks good though. Nice clean edges there. Okay, let's go to Kylie.
I lost a tooth yesterday and I was building a blanket for it.
A blanket for your tooth.
I lost a tooth when I was building a blanket for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
Like an indoor fort with blankets.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Kylie, you're always doing something fun. I can tell. I see Logan's hand is up. Logan, you got something, buddy?
On Saturday, I went to Spate, she came to my house and she gave me what's it called? A bracelet, like a Green Bay Packers bracelet, and then she gave me like a letter, and it said she like missed me. So yeah.
Nice.
Aw.
Good to have good friends like that, Logan.
Who did that?
Sadie.
Aw. Way to
Yeah.
go, Sadie. That's cool. That's your bud.
Yeah, they've been friends forever.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Mrs. Wildman. I see Ryan Mickey's hand up, and then Zaylee wants to be our grand finale unless there's anybody else. Any other hands? I was looking for real hands and virtual hands here, Mrs. Wildman, and I don't see any more real. So it looks like Mickey gets one more roll here.
So whenever the rain goes away, Aiden and I are gonna bike ride together. We're gonna bike ride together and we're trying to find a place to go bike riding. So it would be nice if I could have somebody, if they could send me the coordinates of a good place to bike ride.
Mrs. Spate. Wow.
Oh, whew.
Coordinates.
Coordinates. Latitude, longitude, buddy. We'll throw it out there. Can I give you two just suggestions? It depends on what kind of ride you want to go on. There's a bike path through town that's paved you can go on, but there's also trails which are off-road at Avalanche Mountain, and you can ask Peachy, she'll help you find that. It's right in town. But there's a really cool place called a school trail. It's Boyne City schools have their own bike path, and it is amazing out there. There's like 3 or 4 different loops, all different levels. But if you like off-road biking, that's a great place to go.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Yep, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. All right, I think if we don't see anybody else, Zaylee wanted to be our grand finale. So
And
Miss,
I just want to say one thing. All you guys ride your bikes, don't forget your helmets. We normally have bike safety. Wear those helmets. It's cool to protect your head. It's cooler to wear your helmet than your winter jacket.
nice.
Okay.
Yes, yep. All right, I think looking and looking. I don't know if I see any other hands. All right, Miss Zaylee, you wanted to be our grand finale.
Oh, I see Luke up. Okay, well.
Oh, shoot. Did I miss one, Mrs. Wildman?
I just saw Luke. Zaylee, sorry. We'll get Luke in here one time and then you, honey. Go ahead, Luke.
A few days ago, we planted blueberry bushes.
Awesome, Luke. Those take a little while to produce blueberries, so you might have to wait a while, huh, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And do a little research. They really like acidic soil. You'll have to look that up and see what that means.
I know what it means.
Ryan, Mickey, I miss you, buddy. I miss you. All right, I think it's up to Zales.
All righty, where is she?
I see her. Hey, Zaylee. Your turn to share, sweet girl.
Rochelle's phone?
Yep, she's Rochelle's
yes.
phone. There she is.
Okay, go ahead, Zaylee. Unmuted you.
Okay. We have a nest on the gardening pot, and then I have a bird that keeps pecking on the window every time.
Hmm. What color is the bird, Zaylee?
The under.
No, looks like she froze up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here she is. Go ahead, Zaylee. Can you hear us?
Yes. So anyways, as I was saying, the underside of him is like reddish orange, and he's brown, and he keeps pecking on the window.
Yeah.
I don't know why he keeps pecking on the window.
I bet Mrs. Wildman knows what kind of bird that is. What do you think, Mrs. Wildman?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here. And I'm going to say maybe it's a robin. Theo, you have a robin nesting in your window. What do you think?
Sounds like a robin to me. Oliver's agreeing too. Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome is right. Okay. Anything else, gang? Oh, Theo's hand's up. Go ahead, Theo. What are you going to say
The
about
baby's also hatched in it. The baby's hatched in the nest also. The other day.
Oh. When they kind of clear the nest, check out the egg. The shell of the egg is so cool for robins. That'd be cool to take a picture of that and share that on Seesaw. Awesome.
Yeah, one egg didn't hatch actually, so we don't know if it hatched yet.
Okay. Yeah, give it time to clear the nest out, but when it, in a few weeks or whatever, pretty cool.
All right, Mrs. Spate, we're going to end, but our farewell note is going to come from Charlotte. How's that?
That sounds good.
All right, Charlotte.
So since we're speaking of robins, I almost said ramen, but yesterday, me and my cousin were eating dinner outside, and we were eating like on our balcony, and there was this robin at my cousin Boy Casey's car, and it wouldn't stop playing with its shadow, and I thought it was adorable as heck.
Nice. Oh, now we got Drew's hand up, Mrs. Wildman.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, Drew, are you there?
Yeah. So we have outside lights that hang off our house, and they're scattered around the outside of our house. And on two of them, one of them we have a robin's nest, and the other one, I think we have a kingbird.
To get some photos of those, buddy, put those in Seesaw. We'll check them out. Very cool. Yeah, you guys are out in the wilderness, aren't you, Drew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get all sorts of interesting stuff your way. Nice. Well, Mrs. Wildman, I think we got everybody. Thanks so much for getting us going here. It's going to be another great week, and you guys are, it's improving every time. Mrs. Wildman and I have talked about that quite a bit. What a great job you guys are doing. So keep up the good work, and thanks for coming today, and it's good to see your faces.
That's right. Thank you, boys and girls. Stay happy, listen to your parents, help out around the house, exercise, practice those math facts, and read.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.